Well, the controversy erupted here in Phenix City last week during the special election when candidates for council seat in District 2 said they noticed voters showing up to the polls that didn't actually reside in District 2.
After the internal investigation, I know the attorney said that you all will be discussing that.
Yes.
Based on that information, do you proceed and criminal investigation on these voter fraudulers?
That isn't. We don't prosecute criminal stuff. That would have to be done by one of three people: the Russell County District Attorney, the Attorney General's office, or the Justice Department.
Okay. Thank you.
City officials certified the election results here under a cloud of controversy. The race for city council separated by just 15 votes. Vickey Carter-Johnson's 240 to Baxley Oswalt's 225, forcing a runoff. The nail-biter prompting a full-blown investigation, too, that revealed the number of voters who registered using their business address ballooned to 75. 7 of those from one address, 701 13th Street, home of Bowden Realtors. Registrar Gary Head tells WLTZ this isn't news, and voters here have been doing that for years. Mayor Eddie Lowe says it doesn't make it legal.
And probably it has been done that way, and there are people that probably didn't know any better, but I can believe that there's a lot that knew better and chose not to do, I guess, the right thing.
The mayor says the voter fraud is part of a larger concerted effort to divide Phenix City. He says he won't allow it.
And we can ill afford to allow a few people, and it's only a few, that's trying to keep this community divided. And we as a council, we have to refuse to allow that to happen.
Mayor Eddie Lowe says it's important to note that it is ultimately up to the Secretary of State here in Alabama to address the issue. In the meantime, that council runoff will go on as scheduled December 19th.
Hopefully, we don't have to take another step. Hopefully, we are satisfied with what the Board of Register does, what the police chief does, and what the Secretary of State does. And the election goes forward without these people's names on the voter registers list. Now, if we don't, we will come together, the Phenix City-Russell County NAACP, and we will meet and decide what our next step will be. We have several areas that we can go in, but I decline to speak on that right now for reasons that I care not to share, but we will be pursuing this until the end.
So what specifically are you calling on the authorities to do at this point?
To do what they already said they are going to do. And that is try to get this matter settled before the December 19th runoff, to have these people's names removed from the voter registration list. According to my understanding, that is up to the Department of Justice or the District Attorney to decide if they are going to prosecute these individuals that did these voter irregularities or participated in them.
Do you think people should be prosecuted?
Well, that's not, the law has already said what happens to these people, to people that break the law. And clearly the law has been broken here. So it's not for me to say, it's for what the law has already stated should happen. And so that's what I stand on.